Hey everybody, Dina Shu here, and I'm a certified high performance coach, and I work with people to help them better understand what they want in their life, and then we work with them to develop new skills, understandings, and habits to be able to maintain living that life of their dreams. So I'm here to talk to you a little bit more about the Life Discovery Workshop that we have available for you. And as parents, you know, you just want your kids to grow up to be healthy and happy and to live the life that really fulfills them and makes them thrive in life. And if you're a teen or a young adult, you're going through a time period where maybe you're a little bit more confused about what to do, what the next steps are. You're good at something, but you're not really sure how you're going to actually enable that and create a career out of doing that. Or maybe you're good at something, but it's not really what you're passionate about, what really drives you. And so you're a little confused, and maybe everyone else around you is so sure about what they want to do, and you're the one that's just lost. Well, just to let you know, it may be a little scary, but there is a silver lining out there. It is also exciting to think about your future. And for me, when I went off to college, I was probably one of those people that I knew that I was good in science and math, but I really didn't have or understand a really deep understanding of the passion that really drove me and made me happy. So I went into engineering, and then after a year I realized this wasn't actually what I loved to do. I wanted to work more with people, so I shifted. But the thing about it is that so many people around me had talked about the right thing that I should be doing, and I followed that for quite a long time, and even through my career. I worked after graduating from college, I worked at a company for almost 20 years and enjoyed it, grew a lot. But through that whole process, I realized that, first of all, I was very good about seeing things happening, so I could predict when it was time to move on. So I would shift, and I moved, and I had several different positions, which was good too, because I learned what it was that I liked to do, what I didn't like to do, what I was good at, what I wasn't good at in a more of a corporate environment. But there still was something missing. There was a theme though. I was very involved in the training aspect of my job, and that's where I stuck to it. But then I got laid off, and I chose to take this scary time as an opportunity to really go and reinvent myself. And I'd seen so many other people do it, because layoffs in the Silicon Valley here go in cycles, and was around a lot of other people that were in the same situation as me. And I really had to evaluate what really got me motivated and up in the morning every day. And through analysis, I realized that I liked the tasks that I was doing, but it was more the purpose and the motivation wasn't there. Corporations, to me, it got to the point where it was just about the bottom line. And for me, I needed a little bit more. And evaluating my career and looking back to figuring out when I had just passion and excitement, and it was when I was doing things more from a philanthropic, helping people standpoint. And so I decided that I'm going to switch. Here's an opportunity for me to do something that I really love to do. And another thing, I'd seen so many people through this process that had lived their life and spent most of their life doing something, doing a career that they really didn't enjoy. And then when that happens, there's certain things in your life that become destructive. You parents may realize this when you start off in a career. You're all excited about what you're doing, and you move and you do really well, and then opportunities come up, and it's hard to turn down an opportunity that seems like it's the right path to go, it's the right career move, you're moving up, but there's something within you that hasn't really bought into it. But we end up shifting and going, and a lot of us high performers end up in a path towards the end of our career where we are not enjoying what we're doing. Our passion and our purpose are not being met anymore. And so what the Life Discovery Workshop is to help you better understand what it is, down to the core, who you are, so that when you get into these situations, you know how to guide and maneuver yourself so that you're always living an intentional life. So many of the students that go through the course leave with a better understanding of who they are and what they want, and they develop a roadmap, a blueprint that they can follow, and also a process to evaluate certain situations. When you shift and you move, you've built a process that you can evaluate your life, evaluate the things that you love to do, your passions, your skill sets, so that you can continue to make sure that you have those things in your life. So this workshop is really a timeless experience because you get to utilize the skills and the process over and over again in different milestones and stages in your life. Now, the world that we grew up in as parents, it's not the same for our kids. You as parents can relate. You understand that we didn't grow up with all this technology, mobility, and phones and apps and wireless technology. It's funny because my niece, I was in the car with her the other day, and she's like, "What does Bluetooth mean?" And it made me realize that our kids will never know what a wired telephone computer is like at all. They can just pick things up and take them anywhere, and it makes the world around them move so much quicker, and they can reach so much further. So this environment and everything is changing. And currently now, the millennials that are out there, they're shifting jobs every 2 years. I spent almost 20 years with one company, and that was I was the baby. Me spending 20 years there were a lot more people that spent a lot more time in companies, and that's what you did. You stayed with a company for your whole career, and it showed that there was dedication and responsibility. That is not how things are today. You need to shift and change, and they feel that the shifting and moving and changing new jobs every 2 years helps you with advancement in your career and keeps you excited. Well, imagine if you're shifting jobs every 2 years, you're going to hold 15 to 20 different jobs throughout your lifetime. That's a lot of shifting and changing and reskilling and retraining. And you need to make sure that these shifts and changes are on the path that are feeding you, that are within the plan. So you have to be able to learn how to live an intentional life. You have to understand what you want, what your skill sets are, what your unique abilities are. And big thing too is, what are your value systems? Because you can go off and you can find a job and be doing something that maybe you like to do, but the value system is totally opposite of yours, and so then you end up not being satisfied in that position. Things are changing so rapidly. It's amazing. In 10 years, just think about it, with automation and the robots and artificial intelligence, what's happening is the job market, the amount of jobs that are available for us is going to decline. Automation is taking over all those jobs to the point where our workforce will be reduced by 22% in 2025. Think about that. Things are shifting and changing so differently. The careers that we will have that are out there today will, for our younger kids, they haven't even been developed yet. New things and opportunities are available, and so you have to be able to shift and change and make choices that very quickly that can move you into the direction that you want to be, that will make you happy and fulfilled. There is a study that was done by Intuit and they were talking about in 2020 the 40% of the workforce in America, which is 60 million people, are going to be affected because the type of jobs that are going to be available are different. There isn't going to be full-time work. The full-time positions are going to be reduced by 40%. Companies are shifting and changing, and they're moving towards more of a part-time contract, temporary positions for employees. So the jobs that will be available, the full-time jobs that provide health care and benefits, are going to be drastically reduced in less than 10 years. So there's a lot of shifting and changing, and the environment and the industries, everything's being disrupted, and we need to be able to move and shift. And the key is clarity, understanding who you are, what you want to do. And our Life Discovery Workshop starts there. It helps with understanding where your goals are, what your dreams are, where you want to reach, what your purpose is. And then we work with you and help you understand how to reach those goals through living an intentional life, understanding your goals and your values and your skill sets and your passions. We work with you to find that sweet spot so we can integrate the best of who you are into moving forward to make sure that you live a happy and fulfilled life, because that's really what it's all about, right? Is to be happy in life. Our goal isn't to be, just half-full and unsatisfied. We really, really, really want to be truly happy, and the first step is understanding yourself. And our Life Discovery Workshop is key, is so important to working you through that. Another thing that you need to think about, especially parents out there too, is that your teenage brains and young adults are starting to develop. The frontal cortex is being developed at this time, where logic and reasoning is being developed. Those connections haven't been made before. So if you're a parent and you're wondering why your kids are doing certain things and not thinking about the consequences, it's because they don't know the consequences. That logic and thought process on what to do when certain things happen hasn't been developed yet. So it's not anything that they're doing wrong or bad. It's just they don't know. And we're here as parents to make sure that we can guide them, we can educate them, we can support them, so that they can go out and they can take the risks, they can challenge themselves, they can go out and learn and develop their frontal cortex, their brain, so that they have the ability to make the right decisions in their future. We need to help them develop the skill set, the knowledge, and the abilities to take things on and deal with change and make logical choices. That is our job as parents, is to nurture, is to support, is not to, and I know it's hard because from babies, you're protecting them, you're taking care of them. And now they're about to leave the nest, and you're a little worried because they're not as prepared as you would hope they would be. But the only way for them to get an understanding and get that clarity is by going out and taking risks and trying new things. And then through that whole process, your brain develops the knowledge and understanding and the logic so that it doesn't happen again. You have to look at the situation, learn from your mistakes. If mistakes never happen, then there's nothing to learn. So you have to honor the fact that you are going to have some struggle. It's going to be hard, but that's the way you learn. That's the way you grow. And it's just so amazing that you have this opportunity to understand yourself better. And to have the ability within our life discovery workshop to go through this stuff, to have a process that you can fall back on, a structure to help guide you to finding your own truths, to how to move forward in your life. Us as parents, I know we want to make it all right for them, but they have to go through it. And how do you do that? By empowering them, by giving them the knowledge and the support and the education so that they can figure things out themselves. The Life Discovery Workshop is so much challenge-based questions, asking them what they want, how they feel, making sure that they get clarity and understanding of really who they are, and not just from a personal standpoint, but really understanding their value system and the value system of the people around you, the close people, your family. When you get older, you have new people coming into your life. You're, the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, understanding your values and being able to communicate what you want so that when you're planning the next stage of your life, there isn't these assumptions that are made because you're clear, you understand, and you can communicate that. We also go through that, how to communicate things to the people that are important in your life, that are stakeholders in your future. We do develop a plan, and that's the benefit of the Life Discovery Workshop. You have these skills and habits and knowledge on how to take things to that next level. It's also important for you to really understand what your true nature is, who you are as we get older. And it's funny because when we're little, and I think this is what I found through my experience, is that I lost or I didn't realize that my natural abilities to helping and talking with people through things, to have a unbiased opinion and be able to give a perspective other than mine or that other person, so that there's choices there. I lost that, or I didn't think I could make a career out of that. I was, science and math. What do? You do a technology job, and that's where you were. That's where you were making the money. And so that's where I went. But if I could be doing this from what I'm passionate about from the beginning, I would be so much further than I am starting off on and what I love to do now. So finding your true nature, who you really are, eliminating all the exposure to everyone else's opinions, and really deep down understanding who you are, you can navigate these environments that are very influential, and you don't lose yourself. Nowadays too, I think possessions and stuff is something where we can lose ourselves, and we're very into the latest and the greatest new technology, and we think that those are the things that are going to make us happy. And so we constantly are buying new things, and we need more money. We need to work longer hours to buy the new things. And then at the end of the day, we still feel unsatisfied, and we're not sure why that is, because you have everything. You have a house, a car, all the latest gadgets, but there is not this fulfillment inside. We figure out really what your purpose is, what drives you, what motivates you, and really fills you up, because that's where you're going to be happy and content, is when you're doing what you were meant to do. So that all comes with being present in the moment, understanding who you are, not being too caught up from the past and what maybe some people around you, some negative people that are holding you back. You need to be able to have a clear understanding of what your purpose and your vision is. So when these people that are holding you back don't affect you, you can still continue to move forward. And that's the benefit of us as high performance coaches teaching this life discovery workshop, is because we work to try and move you forward. We understand where you want to be, where you want to go, get clarity on that, and the goal is to move you forward. And not just move you forward in a one instance, one scenario standpoint, but to build new habits, to build new thought processes, so that you can maintain and continue to live the life of your dreams. Life is all about choices. Change is constant. Nothing stays the same. And so we need to step out of getting caught up in feeling that we are set in our own ways. We cannot change, because that is absolutely not correct. We are come from perfection. No one else in your whole life is exactly like you. So what it does is it gives you the opportunity to be the perfect person, that unique person that you are. And it liberates you, because you can be who you want to be. The freedom that you have, knowing who you are, knowing your purpose in life and how you're going to get there, really serving people and doing the right thing, is the goal in life. To be happy. It's we're put on this earth as individuals, as perfect individuals. So shoot for the stars. We weren't meant to be mediocre. There are external forces that are pushing us to be mediocre so that we don't push the barriers. People want control over what we do and what we say for their benefit, not for ours. We are not meant to sit around and be mediocre. We are meant to be perfect. We are meant to shoot for the stars. We are meant to challenge ourselves. We are meant to do the things that we love to do. You need to get up and step out of that comfort zone and figure out what you want to do, what you love to do, and then manage it. Work your way towards getting everything that you want, because it's possible. And you know what? The only one that's going to hold you back is you and yourself. So don't let yourself hold you back. You can do it. You are perfection. And there is freedom and liberation in knowing that you can achieve anything. And we will help you through the Life Discovery Workshop to discover that, to help build habits so that you don't feel that it's you're all alone. It's going to be work. People that say life is not work, that it's all work. But you know what? When you get doing something that you love to do, that you're passionate about, you get into this flow. You get into you have a sense of purpose. You get up in the morning and you feel it. You can take on anything. You know that you can accomplish stuff, and that is what we're here to help you with in our Life Discovery Workshop. We work with you through over a period of 4 weeks, starting off with understanding what your goals are, what your dreams are, what's your bucket list, what are the things that you want to accomplish for your whole life. So many people end up regretting not doing certain things when they had an opportunity to do that. That's not gonna happen to you, because we're gonna get all that clarity and understanding, and then we're gonna work you through understanding how to incorporate your value systems, your skill sets, your unique abilities, and incorporate those passions in your life. Because when you're doing something you're passionate about, you get into this state of flow that just motivates you to get up in the morning. I'm sure you have had that experience sometime where either a vacation or a special holiday or your birthday or something that is happening that you're so excited about and so motivated about. You're organized, you're planned, you're productive. It's amazing how in those situations you can get things done, and then other situations where you just sit back and time just stands still. And the reason that is because you haven't found that perfect thing that you love to do, that you're passionate about, that you can live your whole life doing. And that's what we're here to do, to get you to understand that, so that you can live an intentional life, so you can make choices that keep you on the path, so you don't get derailed when someone else comes in and is all excited about something else and you jump on their bandwagon because they're excited about it. It's their passions. It's something they want to do. And, it might be something that you like to do also, but does it fit your morals? Maybe it's not 100% what you want to do, and you need to recognize that this is something exciting that you want to do, but you need to find something that fits more into your value system. This process that we give you, we work with you through understanding your purpose, developing a vision, and then working you through a plan on how to implement it, how to communicate it. This is so important in life, because you can go through this workshop today and still use the whole process and system again later on throughout your life. And you will have a baseline of an understanding of where you were and why you are making the choices that you're making. I'm so excited to be able to see you and work with you and helping you live the life of your dreams. Go ahead, sign up for the workshop, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.